To be honest, this is our first time disassembling the iPhone 16 Plus, so what are the differences between it and the 16 Pro? What are the internal changes? Let's take a look. Regarding this unit, it is a 128GB iPhone 16 Plus. Now, let's look at another iPhone 16 Pro. It is also 128GB, so everyone purchased the base memory version. Then, for our fans, we disassembled another original color iPhone 16 Pro. I have to say, the color is really beautiful. First, we check the appearance, screen, and other details, then we power it on. When powering on, we verify that the serial number matches the one on the back of the box, so we choose to expand the storage without activating the phone. For those who have followed me for years, you know that I expanded the storage on my 13 Pro Max, 14 Pro Max, 15 Pro Max, and 16 Pro Max on launch day. And I have been using them ever since. Actually, every year when new phones are released, many fans choose to expand the storage, but this year, especially many have done so earlier. We expanded several iPhone 16 Pro units, but today this iPhone 16 Plus is our first time. The iPhone 16 Plus is still disassembled from the back cover. Some people quietly watch the video, but they secretly like, comment, share, repost, and follow. Such people are really adorable. Once the iPhone 16 Plus is opened, the most noticeable part is its battery, which indicates its excellent battery life. Notice here, the battery of the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus. There is this component. Does anyone know what it is used for? I will reveal the answer in the next video. You can comment with what you think. If you haven't followed or liked yet, please tap that like button. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Okay, remove the back glass. And we continue to inspect the internal structure. Due to the larger chassis of the iPhone 16 Plus, the battery is also very large, the speaker is very big, and the vibrator is located here. The main board is shaped like a 7, therefore, expanding the storage requires disassembling the main board. We disconnect the main board cables, unscrew all screws securing the main board, and notice that under the cable there is also a fixed metal piece and screws. Then we determine that the vibrator and the SIM tray need to be removed. The external SIM tray has also changed. Remove the vibrator. Suddenly, we found that we can remove this metal piece without taking out the vibrator. Remove the front Face ID component, then the earpiece component, and we find that the earpiece is also very large. At this point, we can flip open the main board. Below, there are display touch cables and sensor cables. Note that the sensor cable and the display touch cable of the iPhone 16 Plus have fixed metal pieces. Disconnect these two cables to remove the main board. This is the main board of the iPhone 16 Plus. Compared to the iPhone 16 Pro, its main board is slightly larger. The silver white component here is the Wi-Fi chip next to the storage. We remove all the foam protecting the storage area on the table, secure the main board in a fixture, and use a heat gun to preheat around the main board and storage. Dealing with the edge burn marks, apply a small amount of solder flux and heat to remove the original 128GB storage chip. After removing the storage chip, apply flux, flatten the solder joints, treat the solder pad, and clean it thoroughly. Then we take out a 512GB storage chip. Yes, the iPhone 16 Plus can only be expanded to 512GB, not 1TB. After applying solder paste, we reflow each solder joint. Some people quietly watch the video, but they secretly like, comment, share, repost, and follow. Such people are really adorable. At this point, we preheat the solder pad, apply a small amount of flux, and install the new 512GB storage chip. We heat until we feel a slight bounce from the chip, indicating that all solder joints have melted and the soldering is complete. Let the main board cool down, remove it from the fixture, and peel off the protective tape from both sides. Next, we remove the main boards from the other two iPhone 16 Pro devices. Since the two main boards are identical, we mark them, one white and one original color, and remove the foam on the boards. We secure the two main boards in the fixture. Preheat the solder areas around the storage chips, and remove the two 128GB chips. After cleaning the solder pads, we take out two 1TB storage chips, apply solder balls to both, and install the new 1TB chips. After touching the chips, the slight bounce confirms the installation is complete. Seal the storage area with black adhesive and let it cure. We then reinstall the stickers on the main board, seal the storage on the iPhone 16 Plus similarly, and reinstall the earpiece, front camera, and Face ID components. Reinstall the vibrator and tidy up the remaining adhesive. Clean the back glass of the iPhone 16 Plus. Reinstall it and connect its only cable. Finally, connect the battery cable. We notice that the back glass of the iPhone 16 Plus has an encryption chip, meaning that if the back glass is replaced, the chip must be transplanted. Finally, we reassemble the phone. Due to time constraints, we simply reassemble the other two devices. At this point, we apply heat and pressure to the rear screws of all three phones. We connect them to a computer and install the operating system, effectively updating the system. After the update, check the settings. In Settings General About, the iPhone 16 Plus shows an expanded storage of 512GB. and the two iPhone 16 Pro devices show an expanded storage of 1 terabyte. Later, during use, the system can be normally restored and upgraded without any issues or pop-up messages. We mark the storage chips on all 3 phones. First, power off the iPhone 16 Plus, clean it thoroughly, and reassemble it. Then process the iPhone 16 Pro and the original color iPhone 16 Pro. Thanks to these 3 fans for their support. If you like my screen, double tap. And if you haven't followed yet, please follow. We package up the phones and send them back to the fans.